All right, what's going on? Appreciate everybody for checking in. I'm gonna be on real quick, fast, in a hurry. I'm not gonna be on super long, but if you watch my videos, you heard the news. Keith Thurman will be taking on Manny Pacquiao. This is reported right now, rumored. Hopefully, nothing happens, but I heard there's really no more barriers to clear, other than some minor things out there. And Keith Thurman has been gifted with the Manny Pacquiao fight. Um, in a fight that Errol Spence uh, was deserved to get in some people's opinion, and it's obvious that PBC favors. It's obvious they favor Keith Thurman over Errol Spence. It's a fact. At the end of the day, Keith Thurman sits out 22 months. He sits out 22 months. He comes back, fight Josito Lopez, get the Manny Pacquiao fight. The very fight the very fight that excuse me, that that Errol Spence wanted. It's plain and simple to see Keith Thurman was allowed to sit out 22 22 he was allowed to sit out 22 months, and not once did he have to do nothing. He didn't get strict, but the WBC, he can get that shot anytime he wants to. Champion in recess. He held his Super WBA belt. Come on. What's up, Southside? What's going on with Nate Bossy Young? Like, how does he continue to get away with this? Real talk. How does he continue to get away with this? How can you sit there and say Bud is this or Sean Porter is this when Keith Thurman is by far the preferred fighter of Premier Boxing Champions. Had Errol Spence sat out for 22 months, the IBF would have stripped him, and PBC wouldn't have gave a fucking dime to the IBF. Wouldn't have gave a dime to the IBF. And they sit here and they try to tell you that Errol Spence is this golden child for PBC. To me, he getting treated like a step style, a Chep style. How do you get rewarded for sitting out 22 months and you got an opportunity to come back and make $10 to $15 million fighting Manny Pacquiao? You duck the competition. You don't know if it's your shoulder, your elbow, your hand. But we sit here and we talk about Eddie Hearn. We sit here and we talk about Bob Arum. We sit here, but at the end of the day, Keith Thurman red-shirted for 2 years. He was nowhere to be found. And then Manny Pacquiao shows up to Dallas, Texas, only because Mayweather was there. Gets in the ring, said that he would like to fight Errol Spence, talking shit how he can beat him with his speed. He's slow. He puts a poll up, don't include Errol Spence's name in there. Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Floyd Mayweather, and Danny Garcia. He turns around, and then he fights Keith Thurman. Even I would have preferred Danny Garcia get the fight over Keith Thurman. So if you Errol Spence, how does it look? If you Errol Spence, how does it look? They ain't made none of these fucking fights happen for you. And when you talk about Sean Porter fight, how can you expect the fans to pay $75 after they pay $75 like idiots to watch Keith Thurman fight? What's real shit? You ain't even getting the pay-per-view day that you deserve. You didn't even get preference. Because Sean and Errol wanted to fight in July. Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao got to choose the fight date they wanted. They got to choose July. Now, Errol and Sean probably got to wait till September to fight. You didn't even get first preference on the pay-per-view you wanted. You didn't get preference on the date you wanted. You took a backseat to Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman. The very fight that you sit there and told Terrence Crawford, listen to this, man. I listen to everything. You told Terrence Crawford, well, Al want me to fight Manny Pacquiao. Al want me to fight Manny Pacquiao. Go back and look at Ellie Sackback video when Crawford and Spence met up at the Salcedo Hooker fight in Oklahoma City. Al want me to get Manny Pacquiao. Al want me to Mad Dog A Salute. Mad Dog, he want me to get Manny Pacquiao. And who the fuck get Manny Pacquiao? Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman get to sit on the sideline, hold 2 belts hostage, stop you from fighting Sean and Danny Garcia for an entire year. He held the belt hostage. Didn't get berated, didn't get stripped. Nothing happened to them. For all we know, if he ran low on money, Al Haymon still was supporting him. While Errol Spence sit there, got to fight Ocampo, got to fight Peterson because Danny and Sean want to go MIA or they don't want to fight him until they get the WBC belt. And you want to sit here and tell me what Al won't? Al don't have no control over these fighters. They do how they want to do, what they want to do. They do what they want to do. This nigga didn't have preference. He should have been able to like, look here, man. I want to fight in July. Push that Keith Thurman shit back to September. That show you what they think about. That show you what you think about motherfucking Errol Spence. Important question. TB said, why did Pacquiao get in the ring after Errol Spence fight? Man, Pacquiao told them niggas I was retiring. If you made me take this fight, I was retiring. I'll fight Keith Thurman. Maybe he thought Floyd was gonna be in the ring. They ain't talk about stripping Keith Thurman. When Keith Thurman came back to the States, and Fred from Barbershop Conversation, salute to him. When he came back over for the Rios fight, because remember, what's up, Crazy K? Remember when Errol fought Peterson in New York, Keith Thurman didn't show up to that fight. But when Danny Garcia fought Rios February, out there was in Vegas, wherever the fuck it was at, Keith Thurman showed up. Fred asked like about Terrence Crawford. Matter of fact, he asked about Crawford, but then he asked about why Keith Thurman ain't been active. You only fight once a year. You know, can we expect to see? He says, not fear Keith. Stephen Espinosa protected him versus Terrence Crawford shit. The activity, the lack of activity. Oh, it's not fear Keith. Like, shut up, Stephen Espinosa. Use a weasel anyway. Oh, Terrence Crawford is just he's not even a real welterweight yet. Everything you hear these boxers relay. Real talk. Everything you hear these boxers relay. Real talk. That's what they've been told. You know what I'm saying? This is what Al Haymon telling them. Okay? This is what Stephen Espinosa saying. This is what these investors saying. This is what these secret Al Haymon boxing matchmakers are saying. When you hear them start talking business, this is what they behind closed doors of what they saying. And when Keith Thurman fight Pacquiao and say I injured my hand, or I injured my hand, or he go away for another year like Guerrero did after he beat Pacquiao, after Floyd beat him, or how Victor Ortiz went away, how Madonna retired in the shade sipping lemonade. If Keith Thurman was able to live off 2 years without fighting off the money he had made already, he about to make at least 2 times what he already made in his career fighting Pacquiao. He ain't coming back, bro. End of the day, he get that belt. He claiming injured. Hide out for the rest of this year. Hide out for next year. Say I need another tune-up. Then what Earl Spence gonna say? I ain't gonna lie. I hate saying Eddie Hearn was right, but Eddie Hearn said Errol Spence is too far gone. He believe anything they say. They pimping the shit out of Errol Spence. They pimping the shit out of Errol Spence. Now all you doing, Jackals, what's going on? All you doing now is fighting Keith Thurman leftovers. That's all you doing now. You get an opportunity to fight Sean Porter when Sean Porter come off one of his worst performances versus Hughes. Oh, I couldn't make weight. I was drained after I fought Errol Spence. He in the worst situation of all time. Real talk, he in one of the worst situations of all time. With right now, because guess what? If this fight close with Sean Porter, oh man, Hughes did better than him. If he don't knock out Sean Porter, he couldn't even knock out Sean Porter. His power overrated. If you don't go out there and destroy Sean Porter, is anything less than destruction, the stoppage, people gonna question his power. You didn't knock out Mikey. You didn't knock out Sean Porter. Oh, Keith Thurman already did that. Julio, he had a draw with Julio Diaz. The same way they sit there and nitpick Bud Crawford, I can give everybody the tools, and pretty much everybody got the tools to know about Sean Porter. That victory ain't significant. It's only one fight that mattered in the welterweight division, and that's Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. And that's the only way Errol Spence is going to steal that shine away from that Pacquiao fight. Because people go from July spending $75, and then you go into August, September, spend another $75. You go to the end of the August, September, Come on, bro. I'm not trying to spend no $75. It's the summertime. I can take my $75, take the kids to see the point. I can take my $75, go to the bar and have a ball. I can take my $75 and take my kids and my girl and have a picnic and barbecue. Mark Blake, what's going on? I can take my $75 and do a lot more in the summertime than sit in the crib under the AC and drink some liquor. My whole point is that you can say Sean Porter tough all you want to, but anything less than a stoppage, yeah, FMA Thurman, that's a good idea. Anything less than a stoppage in here is unimpressive. Julio Diaz had a draw with Sean. Keith Thurman beat Sean. Kell Brook beat Sean. Anything less than destructive. Anything less than destruction of Sean Porter, is stock go down. He need destruction of Sean Porter. He need to stop Sean Porter, or he need to beat the shit out of Sean Porter. That's the type of position PBC put him in. PBC put Errol Spence in the position to look bad. Why am I fighting Sean Porter 2 or 3 years later? And then if Keith Thurman don't show up, guess who next? Guess if Keith Thurman don't show up? Guess if Keith Thurman don't show up? He beat Pacquiao, or Pacquiao retired, he beat Thurman, and Thurman just wither away. If Pacquiao beat Thurman, that's a huge epic blow. Because Pacquiao gonna drop them fucking belts and retire before he fight Errol Spence. So that's a worst case scenario. Real talk, that's the worst case scenario. But guess who's gonna fight after whatever happened with Pacquiao Thurman, they run away, they hide for a minute, or they resting up. After he beat Sean Porter, who else he gonna fight? He probably have a mandatory. Next big fight is Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia don't have a belt. So now you fight your mandatory and Danny Garcia. Now you fight your mandatory and Danny Garcia. A fight that should have happened 2 years ago. Errol Smith's career has been being backdated by 2 years, bro. Whatever you want to call it. Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, 2 guys he should have got out the way last year. Come on, man. Talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me how PBC is the greatest. It took this kid, when he fight Kell Brook at 16, it took him 3 years to unify titles. Did he fight Kell Brook at 16? It took him 3 years to unify titles? Talk to me. 3 years to unify a title, your first time? So he turned pro in 2012. So it took 7 years to unify a title. 7 years. You almost was 30 by the time you finally unified titles. He fought Kell Brook in 17, excuse me. It took you 2 years to unify, to chase down Sean Porter. And had Kell Brook beat Errol Spence in a hypothetical, excuse me. Had he beat Errol Spence in a hypothetical, right? Had he beat that man in a hypothetical, guess what would have happened? Sean Porter would have ran and fought Kell Brook in immediate rematch. He didn't fought, not immediate, but he didn't fought Kell Brook like that. As soon as Errol got the belt, all this posturing, I want to fight him. Andre Berto say he got to pay his dues. Come on, man. We want to act like Bob Arum, the only one that's playing Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence is a pawn, bro. He's a pawn. He's one of 50 hockey pucks being used in the game. But you know what? The PBC apologists won't point that out. They're going to sit here, you're going to sit here, and all they're going to do is give you old food. You know what I'm saying? Like you going to Golden Corral when they about to close. Get the last pan of yams. Get the last pan of macaroni and cheese. The old, dark, greased up fried chicken. That's what they doing. That's what they doing. That's what they doing. This shit you should got 2 years ago. Why you just not getting it now? Who getting played? It's Errol Spence getting played. He gonna sit there and smile and be happy because he fighting Sean Porter. Nigga, that's like you being happy to hit the neighborhood hoe. Jeff, Billy, Bob, shut up. I'm sick of these Errol Spence gay fanboys. Get up out of here. You too. Get up out of here. Get up out of here. Shut up. Y'all both get up out of here. Don't come back. Get up out of here. If you don't want to hear the truth, don't come here no more. If you want to hear all that PBC glory and shit, go to the other side. If you want to hear that fake shit. You want to hear all that fake just bashing one side of the street, go over there. If you don't want to hear that real boxing stuff, don't come over here. I don't need you. That be killing me. Don't bring that Dallas Cowboy energy into boxing. We don't need that. We don't need no one more fanboys. We got enough cheerleaders with pom-poms out there already. Everybody tell you one half of the story, but they don't tell you the full story. They're not paying me for this. They're not paying me to come up here and endorse Terrence Crawford. They're not paying me to come up here and endorse Errol Spence. I'm telling you the truth. Errol Spence is like the last dude when you got a girl and y'all run the train on a girl and you in high school. Errol Spence is the dude that's batting cleanup. Errol Spence is the guy that's batting cleanup. Kell Brook didn't have, Julio Diaz didn't have a draw with Sean Porter. Kell Brook didn't have Sean Porter. Keith Thurman didn't have Sean Porter. Dude, he the last dude that's batting cleanup, bro. Everybody look at Sean Porter and say he a champion. He a chump. Nobody rate Sean Porter as a champion. He a bust down. Only thing he can do is be the first man to stop Sean Porter. He do that, then he open the eyes. Keith Thurman definitely ain't coming back to fight him. Keith Thurman get to have the pick of the litter. He get the first day. He fighting on Fox pay-per-view. At least shit, damn. At least put him on Showtime pay-per-view. At least put him on Showtime pay-per-view. Damn, he get to be on Fox too? Damn, he get to pick the July date too? I want to fight in July and get Sean Porter out the way. Damn, he get Pacquiao. He get July. He got 2 titles. He got to set out for a year, talk shit about me. Oh, get injured again. Talk about me again. Like, damn, they rolling out the red carpet for Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman get this money. He ain't coming back, bro. He ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. If he do come back, I'll be surprised. He don't try to. He don't want that WBC automatic shot. His WBA gonna say we got a mandatory for you. Watch what I tell you. Like damn, I mean Errol Spence, he's sitting there and he got mentally, man. We are males, so mentally we just sit there. I'm like, damn, man, why they fuck with me like that? And all they gonna do is overcompensate them. They just running out with these. Wow, who you telling, bro? I'm not paying for none of that, bro. You crazy, bro? I'm not paying for none of that. I'm streaming. If I watch it, I'm streaming all of that. He said Porter and Thurman put up big numbers. Did they put up all-time great numbers? Did they break Sugar Ray records or something like that? They did do good numbers. How long ago was that? 2016? That's that then. Sean Porter. I only can envision myself fighting. I only can envision myself fighting Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. Errol Spence not on my radar. Now all of a sudden you want to fight Errol Spence now because you don't have no other way to make money. You couldn't get the Pacquiao fight. Thurman don't want to fight you again. You know, you and Danny Garcia ain't do no great numbers. What was the viewership for Danny Garcia and Sean Porter? Who can tell me that? What was the viewership for Danny Garcia and Sean Porter? Was that on Showtime? I believe it was, yes. Give me a minute. One second. It peaked at 690,000. It peaked at 690,000. So what are you gonna do? Fight Danny Garcia again? How you gonna put that on pay-per-view? They ain't crack a million. 690,000. So he can't go fight Sean Porter again and say he's gonna be on pay-per-view. Sean Porter don't have no other way to make bread. Now he desperate. I go to Texas. Now they can't stop saying Errol Spence's name. Come on. Now Errol Spence batting cleanup. Telling you, he the last dude to go in the room to bust her down, bro. He batting cleanup. He think he the apple of their eye. He think he the platinum rollie that don't tick, that don't talk. He getting treated just as bad as Bud. He only one level above Bud. He's only one level above Bud. Oh, this motherfucker, man, want to play music, man. These people get on my nerves, my God. Hold on, give me a minute. All right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. Errol Spence ain't getting treated great. PBC wants Dark Sage for the PBC wants for the third in order to make Spence unification bigger. Why can't Errol Spence? Why can't Errol Spence be the guy that fight the fight? Why can't Errol Spence be the guy to fight Manny Pacquiao to make the fight bigger? How does a guy that sat out for 2 years come back able to fight Josito Lopez, then able to fight Manny Pacquiao? How? How does that happen, Cedric? How does it happen when Errol Spence tells Bud Crawford to his face, well, Al want me to fight Pacquiao. Al want me to fight Pacquiao. Al want me to fight Pacquiao. That's what he said. All of a sudden, Keith Thurman can come out the blue when he said it's a get-back year. It's tune-up season. It's a tune-up. All of a sudden, you just told me Al said he wanted you to have a Pacquiao fight. Pacquiao got in the ring. All of a sudden, nah, Keith Thurman get it. Keith Thurman get the pick the July date. You got to move back to September. Come on, man. The Zone charges $20 per fight, $24 a year. If you buy all PBC pay-per-views this year, totals a set the year, it will triple that at $75 a pop. It is what it is. Spencer's already hot. They need to make Thurman hot again. That's respectable. I respect that. They do probably need to make Thurman hot again. But it's a wrap. You sit here, and you tell me, well, you know, we got to build up Thurman and he get to fight Pacquiao in July and you got to move back to September. Bro, it's a wrap. And Thurman has had his shot. Thurman doesn't matter no more. It's Bud and it's Spence. That's it. Anything other than that, Keith Thurman had his shot. And they're going to try to sell Bud and Thurman and Spence for $70, $100. I'm not buying that shit neither. I'm not buying that shit no more. It's Bud and it's Spence, and that's it. It's Wilder and it's Joshua. To those two pay-per-views fight, I ain't paying for shit. They ain't getting no more dollars out of me. Keith Thurman get to come back because we need to build him back up. Fuck that. And then he get the Pacquiao fight. He get 10, 15 million, run off with the bag. He runs off with the bag. And now I'm the A side now. Errol Spence need to take 60-40 split, 70-30 split. I'm one time. I fought Manny Pacquiao. My pay-per-view did 400, 500,000. That's way more than Errol Spence. I'm the A side. Come on, man. You already know how this is about to go. Say it. You know how this is about to go. Errol Spence and Sean Porter. Then he probably gonna do it mandatory. Then he gonna fight Danny. Then next year we gonna be talking about Bud, and we know that shit not gonna happen by the end. And if we lucky, at the end of 2019, you gonna get Thurman and Errol Spence. And at that point, who gives a fuck about the fight? This fight is 3 years too old. Just like Sean Porter fight. How can you justify charging me to watch Sean Porter, Booster Porter, for $75? How? A fight I should have got 2 years ago. Then you're going to tell me Danny Garcia, a fight I should have got 3 years ago next year. Come on. How you gonna rationalize that? You gotta build Thurman back up. Thurman gonna be crying up. Thurman about to get the bag and leave. We know that. He gonna be gone again. Oh, my elbow, my shoulder, my hand, my leg, my ass, my pussy. You know, he gonna be doing that shit again. He not about to go into a Errol Spence fight. He said Spence and Porter is to make it so Thurman has to fight Spence for you. No, it don't. He don't have to fight him, bro. I'm telling you, it's not about to go that way. And I'm going to tell you one main reason why it's not about to go that way. PBC fighters don't fight tough fights back to back. Errol Spence is going, after he get done with Sean Porter, he's going to roll into a prior mandatory. Keith Thurman going to go away for a while again, spend his money. Notice, every time somebody get that real pay-per-view bag, For real. That real money, not that Broner and Pacquiao money. If Thurman and them get the money, I think they might get 10 to 15, whatever that may be, close to what Mikey Earl got or what Fury and Thurman got. You know, he get that type of money. You know what I'm saying? He gone. Robert Guerrero, when he fought Floyd, got some little bit of money. He left. Madonna left. Ortiz left. All these dudes left the game. Keith Thurman don't want to fight Errol Spence, bro. It's not going to happen until the end of 2020. And at this point, don't nobody care about that shit, man. You make the blood fight happen, we'll be happy. They strung this shit out for years, bro. They strung this shit out for years. This goes back to when Errol Spence got the title. Sean Porter was there he said, I was there to support Errol Spence. He was there to call out Kell Brook because people thought Kell Brook was going to win. He really thought Kell Brook was going to beat Errol Spence. He's going to call out Kell Brook for a rematch. That's what was going to happen. Soon as Errol got that title, oh, no, I ain't trying to fight him. He ain't the one I'm looking at. I only want to fight Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. This nigga fought Granados. This nigga tried to fight Delorme and fell through. He fought everybody. He could have been fought Errol Spence. That fight should have happened in 2017. Errol Spence couldn't get a pony. He couldn't come back until 2018. Fight Peterson, fight Ocampo, set on the shelf till Mikey fight. He sat on the shelf till Mikey fight. One of the most inactive champions in boxing, bro. Keith Thurman. This is the first time Keith Thurman fought twice in a year since 2015, my nigga. Since 2015, I believe this is the first time Keith Thurman has fought twice in a year. And let me reconfirm that. Yes. This is if Keith Thurman goes through and fight Manny Pacquiao this year, it's the first time he fought 2 times in a year since 2015. He said Manny didn't want. Why Errol Spence go out and say Al want me to fight Manny Pacquiao then Errol Terrence Crawford? Or Al want me to fight Manny Pacquiao. 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 Did he say that? So what you telling me is Al Haymon can't force his fighters to do nothing they don't want to do, right? Watch, I'm about to give you the rope, Ali. I'm gonna let you hang yourself. So you telling me Al Haymon can't force no Manny Pacquiao do what he want to do, right? He can't force Manny to fight Errol. You know how the fuck he gonna make Keith Thurman fight motherfucking Errol Spence then? How the fuck he gonna make Keith Thurman fight Errol Spence then? Keith Thurman been running for 3 years since Errol Spence was 15 and 0, several years ago on top of that one. He ain't gonna force Keith Thurman neither. What you talking about? Keith Thurman wasn't injured for no 2 years. You know that. He went on the Brandon Shaw podcast and say, oh, my shoulder hurt. But it was your elbow and your hand, though. And like I said before, valid points. He's not about to force Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman ain't about to force a fight. They're going to have to overcompensate Keith Thurman to fight Errol Spence. Keith Thurman is that guy. Keith Thurman is that guy. I'm telling you that, bro. Errol Spence ain't nothing but he just a second-rated hoe. He just a bottom bitch. And all they're gonna do is overcompensate him. He gonna overcompensate him. Okay, we give you, okay, they said a $5 million guarantee. And you know what's probably really happening too? They really probably giving them money under the table that's tax-free. Oh, you know, we gonna give you $1 million under the table. Remember, it's the same Al Haymon that paid Peter Quillen to drop his belt, not to fight Korban. Destroyed his career. He gave him like 50, 100,000, whatever it was, to drop your belt. When have you heard that ever happen? When have you heard a promoter in boxing, a manager in boxing, anybody, a trainer in boxing, pay you, a guy, Peter Quillen, who put your life on the line, your blood, sweat, tears on the line to drop a belt? Come on, man. But Al is immaculate, right? Al is perfect, right? He's the perfect picture. He paid a man to drop his belt because he didn't want to do business with Rock Nation because they wanted a purse bid. He paid a man to drop his belt. But he can't pay Leo Santa Cruz to fight Gary Russell. Come on, man. Stop playing with me. He couldn't pay Keith Thurman to fight Errol Spence. He couldn't pay Sean Porter to fight Errol Spence. He couldn't pay Danny Garcia to fight Errol Spence. But he was willing to give Triple G $15 million to come over here, right, and fight Steve Rowley. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. All these niggas trying to rationalize BS, bro. It's BS. It's BS. It's BS, bro. Tell me another fool in the hood that play like that, Smoke. Tell me somebody play like that. Tell me when Don King was paying people to drop belts. Tell me when Bob paid somebody to drop a belt. Tell me that. What'd he say? Man, Al said if I don't drop this belt, he gonna kill both our ass, man. I need to get paid. Fuck up out of here, man. Errol Spence ain't nothing but a pawn, bro. They don't believe in that man like that. If they believe in Errol Spence, like the half of y'all do, bro, he had 3 belts around him. Steve Rowley. That's who he fighting. Tag team back again. For those who don't know that. I'm telling you somebody that play like that. You're going to be talking about a fight that should have happened in 2017. At least. Keith Thurman and Errol Spence should have fought in 2017. Fight that might happen in 2020. Stop playing with me, bro. They want me to get ignorant with this business stuff. These dudes sit on here, argue with these UK guys, and they argue with each other. I can do that. I can get ignorant too. I can talk about business, about boxing all day. All day I can talk about the business side. They only give you one half of the story. I'm giving you the whole story. Errol Spence a joke to Al Heyman. And all he do is get on the phone with Al, and Al sweet talker. Al want me to fight Manny Pacquiao. Al can't even control his girls. He can't control his whorehouse. I don't want to hold today, Al. I don't want to hold today. I'm just going to sit here and rub my vaginal rub on my vagina. I don't want to play today, Al. Come on, man. Be real. Floyd Mayweather, Al Heyman destroyed boxing. And Bob Arum just putting the final dagger through the coffin. Bob Arum dug the gravesite. And Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather and put boxing in the fucking pine box, and now the Eddie Hearn and the Zone and them is just dropping the fucking pine box in the grave, and all of them gonna help each other just bury the fucking pine box in the grave. They all killed it, but it started with Al and Floyd fight once, twice a year. I thought Floyd fight once, twice a year because he had bad hands, he was injured. Now Charlo fight once, twice a year. Now Charlo fight once a year. Now Errol fight once to twice a year. Do you understand Errol Spence only has 3 title defenses of his IBF type championship since 2017. He won the belt May 2017, then defended again until January 2018, then defended in June of 2018, and then he won it in May, defended it in January, defended it again in May 2018, and then just defended it versus Mikey in 2019 in March. Terrence Crawford won the belt sometime in June last year, defended it in October, and then he just defended it again in April. He got 2 title defenses that Errol Spence won to 3. So he only won behind. Say Sean Porter pull another injury. He get injured again, like he did versus Kell Brook, and they was taking chances. Terrence Crawford fight somebody else. Crawford got 3 defenses. Errol Spence got 3 defenses. Come on, man. This ain't got nothing to do with fight dates. They got fight dates, and still these dudes inactive. You about to get Tank fight twice a year. He about to fight in Baltimore, and then in the year they plan on him fighting Leo Santa Cruz on pay-per-view. So then again, to wrap it up, this is without any foreseen pay-per-views we don't see coming. So you would have got Broner Pacquiao, hated it. Mikey Earl, hated it. Keith Thurman Pacquiao, hated. Sean Porter, Errol Spence, hated. And then you probably gonna get Leo Santa Cruz and Tank Davis pay-per-view. 5 pay-per-views that nobody wanted to see. 5 pay-per-views that might have been the fucking main event on Boxing After Dark on HBO. 5. 5. Gervonta Tank Davis said it might be on pay-per-view on Twitter. 5 pay-per-views. That for what? You bought 5 fucking pay-per-views for what? For what? You bought 5 pay-per-views that you didn't feel fulfilled. I don't care what these dudes say. Ain't nobody fulfilled watching Errol and fucking and Mikey Garcia. That was bullshit. I was drunk and I felt like I was getting drunker without taking another sip. Come on. You fight Errol Spence only got 3 title defenses, 3 fights since 2017. Nigga, Mayweather fought 10 times in 1 year. Teofimo Lopez fought like 10 times last year. 3 fights. 3 title defenses since May of 2017. Three. That's it, bros. 3. One of the most inactive champions out there. Charlos, you don't know when they gonna come back. Jaime Munguia headlined in Houston before they fought. In Houston. Come on, man. Jaime Munguia fought like 7 times last year. And he fought in Houston. Who advised Ortiz to turn? You'll never know. And that's why you don't go out here running your mouth. I talked about him earlier. You don't go out here running your mouth. I'll fight him for free. I'll fight him from breadcrumbs. I'll fight him for a crack rock. And then, he tried to lowball him. Now you look stupid. Now you a ducker. Now your reputation is going to the ground. But you know why they told Ortiz to turn that down, right? Because he's going to be rematching Wilder on pay-per-view. 6 pay-per-views now. 6 pay-per-views. 6 pay-per-views. You're going to have 6 pay-per-views this year. 6. You tell me y'all going to pay $75 because Errol Spence your favorite? Y'all smoking crack rocks, bro. I ain't paying for none of it. So that's 6 pay-per-views you get this year times 6. That's $450, okay? You go 20 times 12. Look, you paying for 20. Look. 6 pay-per-views at $75. That's $450 you spending on this pay-per-views. That's not $15 that you're spending for Showtime. That's not none of the other shit you're paying for. Okay, you ain't paying for Fox stuff. But that's $450 if they do these 6 pay-per-views I said they do. They did Adrian Broner and Errol and Manny Pacquiao. They did Mikey and Errol Spence. They're gonna do Keith Thurman, if you didn't know. Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, July 20th. MGM Grand, Las Vegas. That's 3. Tank and Gamboa is supposed to be the next week in Baltimore, so that's not pay-per-view though. And then they're gonna do Errol Spence, Sean Porter in August, September. Then they're gonna do Wilder and Ortiz too, I believe, sometime between there at the end of the year. And then I heard Gervonta Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz. It's gonna be on pay-per-view as well too. From Tank alluded to that. So that's 6 pay-per-views at $450 a pop, and that's all you get is those 6 fights on the Zone. And I ain't saying that to get the Zone. I'm not telling you get the damn Zone. I'm not telling you that. Tanaris Robinson salutes. I'm not telling you get the Zone, but the Zone $20 a month at 12 months a pop, $240. So you paying $240 for 12 months of multiple fights in Bellator, or you getting paid. You're gonna pay what what you're gonna do. You're gonna pay the $75 per 6 fights, $450. Come on, man, you do the math, man. Ortiz, I did a video on him, but I explained it for you, Corey. He ducked. Sometimes it's best to shut up. He said he'll fight for breadcrumbs. I fight for free. Basically, he promised a Wilder fight. That's why they're not gonna let him fight, and he can make more money fighting Wilder. And it is what it is. I mean, like I said before, I've never been a big Ortiz supporter. I felt he got a raw deal, but at the same time, he got played. He talking about, I'll fight Wilder. I'll fight Joshua for free. They're not about to serve up a PBC fighter. That's a Wilder opponent. Unless Vladimir Klitschko is gonna come back, that's a Wilder opponent. So that's taking a fight from Showtime. Ortiz Wilder 2 is gonna make pay-per-view. They gotta make that pay-per-view. They gotta make that pay-per-view, y'all. 6 pay-per-views this year. The PBC love the fans. Come on, how can you justify Wilder and Ortiz, bro? 2. But that's what they're gonna do. That's why Ortiz, Ortiz up to him, he probably would took the fight, fought Anthony Joshua, and got the 3 belts. But they couldn't risk it. But then again, now all of a sudden they care about Deontay Wilder. Now we care about Wilder. Why, if you cared about Wilder so bad, why didn't you go feed Deontay Wilder Charles Martin? Come on. Why did you go feed Deontay Wilder and Charles Martin? And we ain't even sitting here talking about Anthony Joshua having all 3 belts. Al Heyman, the one that fed him. Al Heyman created Luis Ortiz. Created Anthony Joshua. He ran that IBF right over to him. They don't talk about that, though. They don't. Al Heyman ain't done nothing wrong. But he did try to get Triple G $15 million. But he couldn't overcompensate. He can't compensate Leo Santa Cruz to fight Gary Russell. Come on, man. He says you pay once a year script, it's only $199. You get more bang for your buck in the zone. Zone is doing shit for black people. And they might be using black figureheads to get us over there. But shit, what you PBC doing? They're not giving you Russell Santa Cruz. If I'm Gary Russell, I'm coming to PBC ready to suit up and boot up. I'm ready to choke Al Heyman until he can't breathe no more. If Sam Watson on the way there, he can get a foot up his butt too. He got a raw deal. Gary Russell has got a really raw deal. Santa Cruz will get to go walk Gervonta Tank Davis. You've been calling them both out, but that's another conversation for another day. But once again, Keith Thurman is the new Mayweather at PBC. He can do whatever the fuck he want to do. He can. People think Errol Spence is that guy. Really, they favor Keith Thurman. Had Errol Spence sat out for 22 months and the IBF said we're gonna strip him, you think Al Heyman would have stopped the IBF from stripping him? No, he would not have. You know what strings they had to pull for Keith Thurman to hold that WBC belt that long, to hold the WBA belt that long? You know how many strings they had to pull? You know how much money they had to pull? Keith Thurman went out of sight, out of mind. He said the market value was $15 million per fight. I'm just gonna say that $15 million could have made a few fights happen. Split that joker down the middle. $7 million, winner get $1 million. Keith Thurman would have came back for $7 million. Al Heyman can't do nothing for these dudes. He can't make nothing happen. We talk about, and look at the parallels, bro. You talk about Top Rank, the way they did Rick and Dial. At least Rick and Dial got no needle in their fight. Come on. PBC got a Rick and Dial right there on their hands. Gary Russell. And when Gary Russell fought Lomachenko, he hadn't had the number of fights to step up. He had 20 fights versus prospects. Lomachenko had a better fight than Gary Russell with Orlando Salido. Lost. Ever since then, who was Gary Russell fought? Nobody. They said they stripped Keith Thurman. Angel said they stripped him. Just like today with Mikey Garcia. They really made Mikey Garcia get that belt up. Oh, he's the emeritus champion now. They stripped him. And it ain't no telling what's going on, Trick. It ain't no telling, what Danny Garcia, Angel Garcia had to pay for Keith Thurman to get stripped. They paid for Keith Thurman to get stripped. They probably paid Keith Thurman part of the money to the WBC to let the WBC go. Yeah, Rick don't got no fights. They paid Keith Thurman to let that belt go. I guarantee you that. Because I know things about Sean Porter. About his daddy. His daddy paying the WBC to order mandatories. His daddy paying WBC to order mandatories. They paying not to make these fights happen. Keith Thurman, I'm telling you, these dudes don't fight tough fights back to back. Mikey wasn't a tough fight. Errol gonna fight Sean. He gonna fight a mandatory. Then he gonna fight Danny Garcia. If not in reverse. Keith Thurman gonna fight Pacquiao. He gonna sit out till next year, next June. He gonna fight a mandatory or tune-up. And then we might could talk about him fighting Errol Spence in 2020 in the end. Fast Lane Jones salute. Real talk. Keith Thurman about to get the bag, and he not about to fumble it. For real. He not going to fumble that bag. He not. It's just real stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Westbrook for 3. Bam. Yeah, they beating the Portland Trailblazers. It's 4 minutes to go, though, but I don't think McCollum just showed up tonight. I had him on FanDuel. I'm just emptying out my account. I ain't playing no more. Yeah, McCollum ain't did. Ooh, damn, got 65 fantasy points. He killing it, but yeah, how the fuck Pac-Man? This is it is what it is. They can't. Al can't force nobody to do nothing, bro. Remember Errol Spence? Al want me to get Pacquiao. Al want me to get the Pacquiao fight. Now Keith Thurman got it. A guy that sat on the bench, he get rewarded, man. It's a joke. It's a real joke. It's a real joke. It's a real joke. It's a real joke, man. But guess what? They gonna do 6. They might gonna do 6 pay-per-views on our ass this year. Pacquiao called his shots at the end of the day. Well, so does appreciate it, Greg. So does Leo Santa Cruz, I guess. So does Leo Santa Cruz. So does Peter Quillen when he dropped his belt. You name me a fighter Al may do something. Nothing. He paid Peter Quillen to drop his belt. You name somebody else in the bit. Don King ain't doing that shit. Don King ain't doing that. Who paying fighters to drop their belt? Who pays fighters to drop their belt? Who pays their fighters to drop their belt? And when Peter Quillen dropped his belt, he was never the same fighter. All because Al Heyman didn't want him to fight Bob because he was with top Rock Nation. And now PBC is sitting here running the check on their ass. In your opinion, whose fans are more afraid? Spence fans or Crawford? Neither. I think Joshua fans is the most afraid. Oh, he had him 500,000 not to fight. Excuse me. My 50 was wrong. He paid this nigga 500,000 to go sit on your ass and do the counter punch Netflix special. You got 500,000 not to bust a move. Oh, Antoine Douglas probably done. In their eyes. They gave a nigga 500,000. So you'll drop your belt and not fight. That's crazy. And that man career wasn't the same. He came back. Andy Lee won the belt. Andy Lee ended up knocking out Corey by easy work. Came back, right? Fought Andy Lee. Didn't get his belt back. Came back again. Got knocked out by Danny Jacobs. Ain't seen him in a long time. He took some time off and then he ain't been the same. Came back versus Deshaun Johnson. Looked terrible versus Jalen Love. Didn't know what he looked like versus Caleb Truex. He's 35 years old now. Al made Garcia fight Thurman. Did he? Did he? He could have. Did he? Or did he give him an incentive? Because Al Heyman. Hold on, see if he hit the shot. That's good too. Al Heyman didn't even make Danny Garcia fight Lucas Matisse. Go back to the final press conference with Matisse and Danny Garcia. Angel Garcia say, hey, we have 3-4 other names. We didn't have to pick this guy. We chose to fight Lucas Matisse. He didn't pick Matisse. I mean, he didn't force him to fight Matisse, and that was the biggest fight. Is it me or is these fights we want to see, they make sure we don't see it? They do. Chad, what's going on? Kid Chocolate wasn't anything special to begin with. I admire his modesty it takes to fight pro, but he was just a journeyman at best. I mean, what was Andy Lee? Andy Lee was a good amateur out of Crump, but you telling me Andy Lee going there and just knock out he go in there and knock out Korbov like that. Peter Quillen could knock out Korbov. What type of man? What type of man are you? What type of man are you? What type of fighter? What type of fighter are you? For you, somebody to pay you to drop your belt? Come on. Come on. Then he probably fought Thurman because the bag was right. That's probably why he fought him. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get out of here, man. You know, I just want to do this real quick. Appreciate it, man. Salute to everybody out there. Don't forget, check out our sponsor, The Hillblaze, thehillblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Box to get you 18% off the 100% natural products. Check them out. Don't forget, we on social media. If you got a video request, question, business inquiry, sponsorship, whatever the situation may be, don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. All the information in the description. We gone.